Hey guys, what's going on? Bloomson here, and welcome back to another video. Of course, it is a Wednesday, which does mean another episode of Battlefield 1 in detail. So far, this is going well. I am still on holiday, and this is the second video to come out, or technically third video to come out while I'm on holiday. Hopefully, so far it's all gone well, and nothing has caused major problems. Like I said, today's video is Battlefield 1 in detail, so we'll get straight into it. Today I'm talking about dynamic weather. At the moment, the only map we have access to is San Quentin Scar, or Saint Quentin Scar, I believe it is. Not really sure the pronunciation matters, but so far that's the only map we have. It takes place in France, and in terms of weather, there's only 3 different modes so far. I'm pretty sure every time you play the game it starts off as sunny, sort of a nice, this is basically standard, good visibility. Nothing in terms of stuff getting in the way or effects on the weapon really. Obviously sunshine, but that's really about it. And then sometimes it can get foggy and dark, which hugely limits visibility. At this point there is no sniper glint or scope glint from sniper rifles. That's actually pretty cool. Obviously it means it's limited in terms of how far you can see, how far guns will have an effect, because obviously you can only shoot so far and somehow get a lucky shot. So obviously if you can't see somebody, you're not really going to shoot them and try and hit them. And the last one is rainy. Now weapons have sort of a new raindrop effect when it gets so wet. You can lie on the ground and get wet. Puddles or holes in the ground will fill up with water. I think is awesome. And it gets so much darker when this happens in certain areas. And obviously then the whole thing looks different in terms of planes and tanks as well. But there's not really a huge effect otherwise. So far in terms of other maps, we only know about 3 other maps so far. I believe it's Amiens or Amiens. If you speak French, then I'm sure you can translate that properly. I mean, I kind of don't. So I really have no idea. And this one sort of has a train track going through it. So maybe we'll see something with that. I don't imagine it'll be much different from the Saint Quentin Scar. But, we'll have to wait and see for that one. Then we have Monte Grappa, which takes place in I believe, the Italian Alps, which is awesome. We could definitely see snow there, and that's really something that we could actually see. I'll talk about that in a bit. And then the last one is Empire's Edge. We don't know where it takes place. I believe it actually might be somewhere on the east side of the Mediterranean, but wouldn't have absolutely no idea on that at all. So we don't really know what we're going to see in terms of the map. We haven't seen much at all from that one. So now 3 ideas I have for some weathers. The first one is Sandstorm. We know there's going to be a map that takes place in the Middle East because we've seen the train go through. So that's really something quite cool. And the way sand would work, or the sandstorm would work, it'd be a huge decrease to visibility. You'd barely be able to see a thing. Certain areas I'd like to see, maybe you have to wear a gas mask. Like, this thing is so intense that you can put something across your face to keep you protected, and that thing is the gas mask. Not entirely realistic. You don't really need to put a gas mask on in terms of sand, because obviously it's not really going to kill you, but it would still be something really cool to see in terms of having a more variable effect rather than just being a weather. Again, that's definitely something I think we could see in the game. Maybe not with this, you need gas mask in certain areas, but it could be something cool. Keep infantry away from certain areas, try and change up the combat. Now, next of all, we have snow. Now, snow, again, I think is seriously something we could see, maybe even in Monte Grappa, like I said, due to the fact that it's in the Italian Alps. But I don't think if we're gonna see snow, I don't think it's gonna be on that map. Now, the snow could possibly build up on certain areas, making sort of a natural barrier of snow, maybe. Even that's like 2 minutes in towards the snow, or maybe as soon as the snow starts to come, the thing suddenly builds up. Possibly as well, it could be sort of limiting tanks of where they can go. If suddenly something becomes slippy or much steeper with snow, maybe tanks then can't quite get up that, making a whole new dynamic in terms of where the vehicles can and can't go. Now, the last one, which is something I really want to see, is the night. What I mean by this is a map starts off in, say, the late day, dusk, when it's sort of getting dark, and then it gets dark near the end of the map. That would be awesome. If the game in general would change so much from having good visibility most of the time to suddenly it goes dark and you can't really see much at all, to the point now where you need to actually pick up weapons and stuff that have lights on them, or even go to certain areas that have lights, completely changing up the game entirely. That would be really cool to see, you know, instead of certain areas where beforehand they were vocal points for combat, people might stay away from them now with the fact that they can't see anything, and those become now sneaking lines, adding a whole new dynamic to the game. This might be something we could see on Empire's Edge, as the image we have so far is a sort of a dusky, late in the day sort of image. So this is really it. It's a reasonably short video. Like I said, I'm on holiday, I can't really do too much. But hopefully you did enjoy. If you did, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. My name has been Monsoon. Out.